Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. So today I'm doing a build in a style that I think is quite popular at the minute. I basically did a poll on Twitter asking you what kind of style of build you wanted me to do next. The options were a modern Scandinavian home, a pretty English church, or an American ranch with like a barn and sort of area for horses maybe. And you guys chose a modern Scandinavian, and that really did not surprise me because I feel like this style of house is just so popular at the minute and I really like it. I think that it is a lovely style of house. I mean, I would never personally want to live in a modern house because it's just not me. It's too kind of minimalistic and I am more of a cluttered personality, so I need an interior that reflects that about me. But yeah, I think this is a pretty house and I could definitely appreciate this style. Seeing as the other two options were actually reasonably popular too, I'll probably end up making them on my channel at some point as well. So the next most popular was, I think, the Pretty English Church, which I am very happy about because that's something that I am very familiar with, obviously being from the UK, and I think is a beautiful style of build, so I'm excited to build that. And then the other one, yeah, an American style ranch. You know that I love animals, you guys, so the idea of getting to do like a stables / barn. I'm actually still watching Heartland. I know that I go on about it in literally every single one of my videos, but I'm still watching Heartland. There's like a million seasons and a million episodes of it as well, so I'm working my way through that, and they have like a perfect example on the show of a American style ranch house and a lovely great big barn full of horses. But you can see now in this build that I'm trying to start creating a glass roof. I know quite a few of you will probably know how to do this, but I was actually thinking while I was doing this, because I ended up watching quite a lot of build tutorials just to make sure that I was doing it in the best way and there wasn't like a smarter way of doing it, because I originally was going to have like a second floor, well, like a first floor other than the ground floor, and try and make it so that there was like a loft bedroom that had a slanted roof, a slanted glass roof, like as a window, but that would have meant that it would have been outside technically, and so the lighting would have been all off in the room. So I ended up not doing that, but I went with this, and it made me think, having watched all of those building tutorials, that would you guys possibly be interested in seeing one from me? I know I'm not the most amazing builder ever. There are so many more popular and more talented builders out there on YouTube, but it might be something that you guys want to see if you like some of my builds or not. So let me know down in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in, and I'll have a think and prepare something. And by all means, like, send me specific requests if you want to know how to do something specific. I will happily include that in a video. So yeah, you can just see that the house just lit up because I changed the timber wallpaper from, like, I think it was just one of the base game ones to a Spa Day timber. It's like this beautiful sort of rich wood, natural wood tone, and it goes really well with the eco lifestyle floorboards, because I knew I wanted to use those floorboards with like maybe a white wall, but I was nervous at first that they wouldn't go with anything, because when you search for the wooden stats in the build and buy mode, it doesn't always come up with those Spa Day boards, so I always forget about them and I always miss them out, even though they're there and they're probably the most beautiful ones in the game in my opinion. So I'm so glad that I remembered to use them, because I've done a build where I've wanted to use like that style of timber before but not realised it was there, so I'm so glad that I remembered this time. I think it makes it look so much better. But yeah, basically for the interior but also kind of the exterior as well, I basically try to make it as clean and crisp as possible. Very minimalistic vibes, and mostly like a black, white and that timber colour scheme as well. So I don't think there's very much colour in this build at all. Like, most of the appliances are black, and then some of the walls are white, and then there's just loads of timber everywhere. I've not got any white walls in at the minute, but I do go in and change that, and I think I use the eco lifestyle walls, like the white wash walls that comes with that pack. Eco lifestyle has some beautiful modern interior build and buy objects, honestly, and like exterior ones as well. But yeah, that pack is really gorgeous for build and buy. And you can see me now adding in the kitchen, and I spent ages on this, and then I realised that I ended up wanting to change where it was to the other side of the house, because although I feel like it would have been really lovely to have the kitchen here, like looking out onto a patio and the garden, that would have been a really sweet idea. It just didn't work in terms of where I wanted the living room to be. I ended up putting the living room in the centre of the build to make use of those lovely big windows that you can just see in the shot next to where we're looking at. And I moved this kitchen to the front of the house because when I was furnishing, I just ended up having like a massive gap near the door, like the front door, and I was like, I don't know what to fill this space with. And I also wanted to add an extra bedroom because basically there's the sort of addition to the house that I added, obviously other than this main section, was basically really awkward in terms of where the doors were and where I could connect a bedroom. So I ended up just having that as one huge master bedroom, and then I sort of made half of this current kitchen area into a toddler room, like a small toddler room, and then had a little office nook off to the side of that. And it's all open plan other than the 2 bedrooms and the bathrooms basically. So I feel like that really suits the sort of big Scandinavian, is it like a converted barn? I guess that's the style, right? So yeah, big and open plan. Again, not a style that I would be personally interested in, like in terms of where I'd want to live. I do not like open plan things. I like cozy little nooks that I can go and chill and hide in and feel like all wrapped up and warm, like I'm in a little nest. I do not like to feel exposed in a massive open plan house. I don't know, I feel like that's quite an unpopular opinion. A lot of people like open plan living spaces, don't they? But not me, not for me, you guys. But that's okay, everyone's different. I like making them in the Sims though. So again, I used loads of eco lifestyle objects in this build. So the living room, like sofas and chairs and stuff, and even the table, like the coffee table, they're all eco lifestyle objects. I think the chairs are the debug objects that you can create using the fabrication skill, and then the dining room table and chairs are also eco lifestyle objects as well. I think the table might be debug, but then the chairs are not. So yeah, you might have to use, I don't think you'll have to use cheats to download it, but you might have to use cheats if you want to find those objects in the game for yourself. Yeah, so here you can see me trying to do something with this open space near the entrance or near the front door. And yeah, I added a few like musical instruments and like an extra seating area, I think at first. Yeah, it was basically like a second living room right next to the main living room, just with a fireplace instead of a TV. And I don't know, I felt like that was a bit weird. So like, how often do you have 2 living rooms right next to each other? You just want to have one big one, right? Or just make use of the space some other way. But yeah, we end up changing that so that we just have the one living room. Oh, also while I'm talking to you guys, I know I've mentioned it in a previous build on my channel, but I'll mention it again. I've currently got a CAS competition going on at the minute, and by that I mean a creator sim challenge. So what I'm asking people to do is to create me a sim for my eco lifestyle rags to riches LP. So there'll be at least 2 winners that I will choose, and I'm basically choosing them based on who I think has created the best backstory and also the quality of the sim as well. But yeah, I basically want really interesting gameplay, someone who's really thought about connecting their sim to my let's play, and therefore I can sort of integrate them well into my let's play and it sort of makes sense. For example, they could be like a friend of my protagonist, or I've said like an enemy of them or something like that. Just something that would just add an extra element to my gameplay at the minute. But yeah, if you want information about that, please go to my Twitter because I've got information pinned to my profile at the minute, and I think the deadline is the 28th of August. So, and I'm basically getting people to submit it to the gallery using a hashtag, and I won't be too hard on people if you use CC, but I will ask that if try not to use alpha CC, because one, I don't really tend to use it in my game, so I don't really want it in my let's play. If you do, that's fine. I won't judge your sim on it, but basically I would prefer it if you provide links to the CC so I can download them in my game. And if I don't really want alpha CC in my game, I might change up, so your sim might look a little bit different in my game, but you can still be in a chance with winning and having, you know, the pride of knowing that your sim was in my let's play. So yeah, it's still exciting though, I think. But yeah, back to the build, as you can see, I am now rearranging the floor plan. So I'm putting the kitchen back to the front of the house. So when you walk in the front door, you basically go straight into the kitchen and you're looking onto that island. And then the other side of the house, I've, like I said, added a toddler bedroom and then like a little study nook. So I've moved the keyboard back to there and like a little desk area. I felt like this house was obviously designed for like a small family, so parent or parents and then at least one kid, because there's not much room for other children. But I guess you could convert some of the space into another bedroom somehow, because there's so much room in the downstairs. You definitely could play around with the floor plan, maybe switch out the bathroom, like maybe move the bathroom door to the hallway and extend the toddler bedroom, or create another bedroom next to the bathroom where the dining room currently is. There are lots of options if you want to download the house, and it's on the gallery as well, so if you're interested, feel free to go and download it from there. And I love this eco lifestyle toddler bed. I think it's so cute, and that little cardboard, what's it called, doll's house as well, that's so sweet. And I added a few toys from Nifty Knitting as well, like the knitted teddy bears and unraveled character Yanni, he's called, isn't he? He's so sweet. But yeah, I feel like the Sims that would live in this house would be obviously slightly eco-friendly, because I've used so many eco lifestyle objects in here, and maybe also quite musical and creative, because I've included an easel, the candle making station, the crafting table, like quite a few like gardening things as well, and obviously the piano. So yeah, I feel like creative Sims live here maybe. Which is cute, because I'm definitely a creative person myself. If you didn't know, I sing and I play the keyboard as well, or the piano. I actually haven't been playing or singing very much recently at all, because I've just been so obsessed with The Sims. Like, it's so bad for my practice, you guys. I'm supposed to practice singing like every day or every other day basically, to keep on top of things, because I do play in a function band. You know, when there's not a lockdown going on, I do get paid to play at weddings and things like that. So not much. It's definitely not, it's not like a job. It's not a full-time job at all. I have a full-time job in an office, and then in my spare time just do the occasional gig at weekend or something like that. But yeah, I don't get paid very much to do that, but it is very fun and I love singing, but I am not doing enough of it right now because I'm just obsessed with making Sims videos. Like, obviously I've always loved The Sims, but like over lockdown I've just needed something to focus on for several reasons. But yeah, like I have become absolutely obsessed, you guys, with this YouTube channel. It's probably a little bit unhealthy. I should probably spend a little bit less time making Sims videos and a little bit more time just having a general life. But yeah. But I'm determined. You know, I have started something, and once I set my mind to something, I do not stop. So we're in too deep now, guys. There's no going back. It's make it or break it. So, but yeah, in terms of landscaping then, I basically just create a very simple backyard. It's like patioed area, and then I try and play around with split leveling so that I have this sort of sunken, was originally going to be like a seating area, like a dining area, outdoor dining, but then I turn it into an outdoor fire pit with some more sort of cozy chairs. And yeah, I add these rocks to the corners of those stairs because, as you can see, they just look so gross. Like, I don't know why The Sims is like this. Why can't we have split levels that connect to each other somehow? You can only do it in The Sims so that split levels have terrain in between them, if that makes sense. You can't connect the walls in any way, which is a real shame, because if you want to do something indoors, you basically can't. It has to be outdoors technically. In terms of like creating like a sunken living room or something like that, you have to, the only way to do it is just to delete the foundation, like have the house on a high foundation and then delete it for one room, and it's technically outside, so the lighting looks all weird. So that's a shame. And yeah, it kind of, the rocks were kind of ruining my minimalistic vibes that I was going for. Like, I would really have loved that just to be a neat rectangle shape in terms of what the stairs look like, but I couldn't do that, so I'm sorry, but I did my best. And then For the rest of the outdoor area, I just sort of fenced it off with this eco lifestyle fence, and then I had like a little barbecue, the dining area that I moved from the sunken area, and then just some outdoor activities, like I said, the crafting table, the candle making station, and then some gardening objects as well. So that is the end of the build, you guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you like this style down in the comments below. As always, if you liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.